on ASEAN Highlight this week, we focus on the border hostility between Thailand and Cambodia and its implications on this region. But before we proceed, let's go to Indonesia to have a quick update on the trial of a Muslim cleric, Abu Bakar Bashir.
The court hearing of the radical Indonesian cleric Abu Bakar Bashir was kick-started on Thursday this week amid strong presence of security forces as well as his supporters. At the trial, the controversial cleric and his defense team protested to the panel of judges over the abrupt nature of the court's summon, arguing that he was not given the appropriate duration of notice as required by law. The original court summon, which was issued on Tuesday, scheduled the hearing for Thursday, but according to Indonesian law, a defendant needs at least 3 days' notice before a hearing. Through this legal technicality, Bashir's appearance in court on Thursday only lasted no more than half an hour. The judges have now decided to start proceeding again on February 14th. Back in 2008, Bashir launched a new Islamist group known as Jamaah Ansharut Tauhid, a group that the state prosecutor is now trying to link with a secret terrorist training camp in Aceh province on the island of Sumatra discovered by the authority last year. The camp was allegedly established as a base for Al-Qaeda in Southeast Asia. From his alleged involvement in the establishing of this terrorist training camp in Aceh and the robbery of a bank in Medan, the firebrand cleric faces 7 charges overall, some of which carries the maximum penalty of death. This high-profile court case came after Indonesian authority tried to prosecute Bashir for terrorism-related charges in 2002 over allegations of his involvement in the deadly bombings on the resort island of Bali, which killed over 200 people. The cleric, who is also a founder of the Al-Mukmin boarding school, in which a Bali bomber was a graduate, was acquitted by the court of terrorism charges last time around. Many around the region and the world will be keeping their eyes on the outcome of this trial, not least the Indonesian government. The archipelago island nation have been on alert in recent weeks for potential religious violence, with extremist attacks on the Ahmadiyya community in Baten on Sunday and attacks on churches in Temanggung in central Java on Tuesday.
As border hostility flared up between Thailand and Cambodia, our news team takes a look at the situation from different angles. More in this report.
Sparks from fresh clashes between Thai and Cambodian troops were seen in the sky on the Sunday night of 6 February by villagers sheltering at Kantralak district office, prompting many to flee away further from the border. Mothers holding their children were seen leaving the auditorium as many villagers believe their temporary shelter, which was located 30 kilometers from the border, were unsafe from Cambodian artillery fire. Many people of Kantralak also left their homes and moved away from the border as a result of that night fighting. Meanwhile, more newcomers like the truck of villagers arrived at Kantralak district. Some wanted to stay in the shelter, while other newcomers like this 8-month pregnant lady wanted to further away from the border. She said she wanted to go to stay with her relative in Ubon Ratchathani because the shelter is not safe from the fighting. At that night, there were a shortage of transportation as some leaving the camp while others arriving. Many villagers were left behind in the area affected by the fighting, particularly the elderly who cannot run. The Sunday night fighting was the worst fighting since Friday, began at 6:40 p.m. at Phu Makheur near Ban Don Ao and continued until 2 a.m. next morning. It was reported that 14 soldiers were injured, with other 12 were the civilians. Waranya Pimsi, Thai News Agency, reporting for ASEAN TV from Thai-Cambodian border.
As the residue of rockets, machine guns, mortars and artillery fires have yet to be settled from the series of clashes between Thai and Cambodian forces at the disputed border area near the 11th century Praviya temple, war of words and nationalistic rhetoric have been escalating in Phnom Penh and Bangkok. In the last 3 years, the ancient Hindu temple has been a source of political heat stoked by leaders and political actors of both countries. Thai political intrigue in particular seems to be feeding into the frenzy that could add to yet another twist in the kingdom's turbulent political landscape. What stood out this week was the border clashes that came after a ceasefire was declared by both sides on Saturday. This clash posed questions whether Abhisit Vechachiwa's government in Bangkok can control its own armed forces, and his diplomatic overture was directly undermined by the actions of Thai forces on the ground. Yet again, this occurrence exposed how the military remained at the center stage of Thai political system, a position that time and time again has proven to undermine the kingdom's long-term political stability. Furthermore, the strong words employed by the Thai government in dealing with Cambodia during the period of tension, flared up by the arrest of the ill-fated excursion by the Democrat MP and nationalist political activists at the border area late last year, the roll over the stone tablet erected by Cambodia on the disputed area, and the demand for the removal of a Cambodian flag in disputed territory show the lack of diplomatic tact on the Thai side, and at the same time embolden Prime Minister Hun Sen's position at home and abroad. The veteran Cambodian leader could now project the image of Cambodia being bullied by Thailand to his public and the international community in future negotiations, and in turn further erode Thailand's future stake in any activities that have anything to do with the 900-year-old Pravihir temple. Perhaps the Thai government was trying to project strong actions to appease the demands made by the nationalist People's Alliance for Democracy, who are besieging the government in Bangkok, but to present the opportunity for nationalistic animosity to be stirred in Cambodia against Thailand would certainly not be a fruitful exercise. In 2003, when nationalistic sentiment against Thailand was stirred in Phnom Penh, an angry mob torched the Thai embassy there as the Cambodian authorities were reluctant to intervene in the arson attack. If the power that be in both countries allowed tension to escalate for their own ends, the situation could turn uglier. And in the end, unless cool heads and warm hearts prevail in this latest conflict, no one would really win.
The open hostility that flared up this week further shattered the already damaged bilateral relations between the Thai and Cambodian governments, and also threatens to derail ASEAN as a credible entity on the international stage. The aggression and war posturing by the two countries have weakened ASEAN dispute settlement mechanism like the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation, and undermined the principle of dispute settlement agreed upon by the 10 Southeast Asian countries in the ASEAN Charter, which stated that member states shall endeavor to resolve peacefully all disputes in a timely manner through dialogues, consultation and negotiation, and that ASEAN shall maintain and establish dispute settlement mechanism in all fields of ASEAN cooperation. The attempt by the Republic of Indonesia, who this week dispatched its foreign minister, Dr. Marty Natalegawa, to Phnom Penh and Bangkok, reveals how regional diplomacy remain one of the options that the two countries can utilize to settle their disputes, despite the initial polite rejections by Thai and Cambodian foreign ministers. It remains to be seen how this latest conflict will be played out, as Ho Nam Hong and Kasit Pirom are scheduled to meet and deliver their positions at the United Nations Security Council in New York early next week. As we moved closer to the year 2015's target of becoming a single community in Southeast Asia, the credibility of ASEAN as well as that of Thailand and Cambodia are the high stakes that are threatened to be undermined by this latest border clashes.
Indonesia have our own border issues to be resolved with our neighbors, but all of us, I think, committed to solve this problem through peaceful means.
And we wrap things up this week by visiting a Thai restaurant in the Philippines for a taste of its innovative spirit and a business opportunity on offer in this region.
At the heart of the hustle and bustle of Marikina City in Manila Metro, the Philippines, lies a Thai restaurant called Krung Thai, located just behind the Marikina Public Market. For over 15 years, this place has served up to loyal customers, which are made up mostly of local food enthusiasts from all over Manila Metro.
Well, definitely I like Thai food. Being Asian, the flavor of Thailand is same as in the Philippines, but there's more spicy in it. The cilantro, the wansoy, we call wansoy in Manila, it has a different taste. It's a little bit not as oily as the American food. Then the do you have a certain way of cooking that makes your fried chicken better than ours? So that's what I like with Thai food.
Krung Thai owner Adison Simata, who has been living in the Philippines for over 2 decades, told us how he first came to the idea of opening a Thai restaurant here in the Philippines.
Because when I come to Philippines, it's Thai food very a little bit, very and far from my place. I think this place is good, so I have to open for Thai restaurant. And Thai food here in Manila is very few, hard to find this place.
Part of the attraction to this place comes from the affordable prices, the relatively large portion of each dishes, the friendly atmosphere provided by the owner and staff, and most importantly, the food itself. Adison told us that one of his secrets was to combine Thai cooking techniques with Filipinos so that his dishes would appeal to the local taste bud while attaining that certain Thai culinary charm. An example for this is his usage of Filipinos' chicken adobo as one of the key ingredients in assembling this shrimp paste fried rice or khao kuk kapi. He also told us how he trained his Filipino kitchen staff the ways of the Thai kitchen, and in turn, he slowly emulates Filipinos' cooking techniques from them as well. This kind of innovative yet simple fusion is the secret to Krung Thai's success, and Adison told us that his plan is to expand his kitchen and dining area by moving to a larger place soon. Perhaps aspiring restaurateurs and entrepreneurs across the region can learn a thing or two from Adison's experiences. While dining with us, the successful Thai businessman said that one day he plans to return to Thailand and open a restaurant in his home city of Bangkok, where he can share his fusion recipes to the Thai public.
And that's it for this edition of ASEAN Highlight this week. On behalf of the ASEAN News Desk, we wish you all a wonderful weekend. สวัสดีค่ะ